Welcome one and all to the motherfucking Machine Room Podcast. It is I once again, Nostradamus, and with me as always, the wonderful Hammer of Venus.
Yeah.
Oh shit. If only I could put the music, but then we get hit with a copyright stream.
Of course we would.
Of course we would. And of course this team will decide to not have you in the fucking box for some reason. As always. It never fails.
Did you notice that I don't look like Eddie Monster today?
I didn't notice you looked like Eddie Monster last time.
I have that big widow's peak.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Nobody here in the machine room noticed that.
Call me Eddie Monster.
And then you should fucking beat their ass up because I'm sure Eddie Monster could beat anybody's ass up. He was basically a werewolf.
This is true.
Also, how did Frankenstein's monster and no, she wasn't also a Frankenstein monster, right? No.
Who?
How did the monsters create a werewolf? That's what I'm saying. Basically what I'm asking here.
Oh, that's a good question. That whole show doesn't make sense.
We were going to start off talking about some... We were really going to start off talking about some real shit, but this is the real shit question right here. How did the monsters create a werewolf child? And grandpas are basically Dracula. So does that mean...
Yeah.
Does that mean the daughter is a vampire and got with Frankenstein's monster? And then they made a werewolf? I mean, what's going on here? How does this work?
Oh, there's the one daughter that's like normal. She's like unaffected.
The ugly one? No. There was the ugly one according to them.
Why am I all glitchy on there?
How does it all work? Oh, I don't know. The last time you were like out of sync.
I know, I noticed that too.
Yeah, I don't know how. It's just how it is. This is just taking the freaking NDI from the Skype.
Are you streaming to 2 different servers?
Nope.
That's good.
It's just this right here. This is it. This is it. It's us right here, and we're here. It is July 6th. How was your 4th of July?
Oh man, it was awesome. Like, my roommate works as a housekeeper in these condos that are literally on top of a mountain, and her boss had this big 4th of July party at his house, and then like, you know, drinks and food and all this stuff, and I normally don't drink, but I did, and hung out and met new people and laughed and stuff, and then we went to this other condo that's higher up that faces the big casino, and that's where we watched the fireworks, and I recorded it on my phone. It was almost 30 minutes.
I've seen the pictures you put up of like just that great view. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. So I got to see that. Glad you had a good 4th of July.
I have a picture too of all the people that were in the parking lot that came and like paid to park there. The parking lot was full of people. It looked like a movie theater.
It was a drive-in, and the big picture was the fireworks.
Exactly.
I got out of work early, came home, ate 2 burgers because the mom's was barbecue in the back. 2 burgers, a hot dog, and then some big steak. I don't know how you say that in English. Some kind of meat. And then lay down in bed and watched Independence Day. That's how I did it. as I heard all the fireworks outside that wouldn't show up. I mean, shut up. Even after midnight hit, it calmed down a little bit after midnight, but before that, it was just constant shit. So I'm over here like battling sounds between my movie and outside, and I looked over to my wife, and we were just like, after seeing the fireworks at Epcot and Magic Kingdom, the shit going on outside just doesn't even match and equate to what the fuck we already experienced. And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah." That's why I'm just gonna rather, see Will Smith punch an alien in the face. Nothing says Fourth of July like
I
that.
have I have that old video from my original YouTube channel, the Rebel Doll Studios, and it's
Mm-hmm.
that scene of Will Smith punching the alien in the face, and then it switches to Smokey from Fridays. You got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
That has like a lot of plays, but I thought about reposting it on TikTok, and I came up with like I just wanted that whole speech that the president gave because it's amazing, and then I put our info at the end, and it got a lot of views and stuff.
That was sped up too, right? I noticed that.
On TikTok, it is because they flagged it for the audio. They said there was like music on it, so I still have the raw files in the video program, so I just sped it up like not even a half, like a fourth,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't catch it. But if you look at it on Facebook and Instagram, it's normal speed.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay. I thought you just sped it up because like it's so long. You just made it fit. Like sometimes you got to do that.
I don't know. Like TikTok has been really shitty lately with flagging videos and stuff. So there's two videos that I posted on TikTok that I added music to. There's the Juggernaut one and the um the one from Kill Bill Kill Bill 2 where she's covered in dirt. Just for the TikTok versions, I had to add music to those because they kept flagging it.
I think they did that to me for something else. I posted something. I don't remember what it was, but I didn't see the point of why it was being flagged. I forgot what. No,
Oh,
no, no. Wait. I think because what I was talking about, but it was nothing bad. I think they insinuated that I was talking about like suicide or some shit. I don't know. One of my videos mentioned something. I don't think it was Stripcade one. It was something there, and they were like, "You got flagged," and I'm like, "The fuck?" And then I think I disputed it, and finally, like, just they were just like, "Oh," like someone actually saw the video, and they were like, "Man, this is nothing. What the hell?" And they left it alone. But I forgot what it was. It wasn't music based. It was something else.
they did
I was
that
just
to me with the one that's from Idiocracy where the doctor comes in and all he says is like fag and retarded, and they flagged it for hate speech, and I disputed it, and they immediately put it back online.
yeah. See, I think it's just like a freaking algorithm that does it, and then finally someone sees it, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what?" No.
Honestly, with that one, I think that somebody watched it and flagged it and said it was hate speech because it was on there a day or two with no problem. And then there's the other one with Thoy from Power Rangers and the Crow City of Angels. That one got flagged as too graphic, but you can still watch it. It just doesn't have a preview.
My whole face should be flagged because it's offensive.
It is
So,
now that you cut your beard. It doesn't look right.
right? Well, it's funny how people like quickly noticed it. They were like, "Hey, you did something to your beard," and I'm like, "Damn, yeah, I got it. I got it. What do you say? Lined up, I guess. I got it lined up for the wedding.
Got a little
So
tight fade.
I know. I like it though. It's better. I gotta go walk my ass over there again and try to get it fixed up. But yeah, which is like literally like around the corner. I was gonna say that I had to speed up a video too for my TikTok, and it's the one that you like, where I got the it's a small world. They're all dancing and
That's
shit.
my shit.
Cause they're not dancing that fast. you know, I had to speed
Oh,
it up for
really?
them. Yeah, no, they're not dancing that fast.
Oh, like it made it like better. Like
Yeah,
it
oh no,
sped up
yeah,
and stuff.
definitely. Definitely. They were dancing, but it was a little bit slower. And then the ride is really slow, so the videos are long of me recording them. So for me to put like all that together, I had to like speed it up a little bit more, and then they were like really getting down, and I was like, yeah, this is even funnier than before. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Check out my TikTok, Nostradamus, and there's a video of I did with "It's a Small World." They're just getting down. I was hoping to find a song that it was like a remix of "It's a Small World," but I couldn't find anything.
That shit's just perfect. Like
Oh yeah,
sped up like that, and the way it's cut and edited and shit, it's amazing.
it was. I I keep laughing every time I see that. Keep laughing every time I see that. But let's talk about what people aren't laughing about, and that's what's going on with Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be some competition coming in. It's called Threads. And right now, we're having ourselves a debate on the corner of Threads. It's Rachel, Hammer of Venus. On the corner of Fuck Everything is me, Nostradamus.
Hang on a sec.
What the hell was that, man?
I'm multitasking.
Did a Vato leave you a voicemail? Because that's what it sounded like. Hey, Holmes, pick up the phone, Holmes.
That was like verbatim my old roommate.
There you go. Pick up the phone, Holmes. I lost the keys. Get me inside.
Enchiladas, we.
Oh shit, that would be. I gotta do that to people. Hey, what up? Orale, Holmes. You want some fucking enchiladas, way? Like real intense. Hey, what the fuck you doing? You want this fucking pico de canto? Yeah. Hey, you want some fucking tamales, Holmes?
Hey, white boy, you want some of this fucking menudo?
Oh man, if we're making tacos again for the block party, that's how I'm gonna be to everybody. Hey, white boy, come over here. You want some fucking tacos, man? What the fuck you doing? Stand in line. Shit. Everybody get some tacos. Now I'm gonna get fucking canceled real quick. Anyways, Threads. Let's talk Threads. This is by Meta, which is also Facebook, and they're the ones who own Instagram. So Mark Zuckerberg is finally getting his hands into the social media outlet or text outlet in response to how Twitter is. Because lately Twitter, one, been giving not just me, but other people something about like, hey, you're being held for like 3 days and suspension for some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was. And I was just like, why me? And then I saw other people were getting this. So there was just like some weird shit. And then the whole you're being limited to like 600 tweets a day or viewing 600 tweets a day, which I mean, technically is still a lot. I mean, if you're there looking over 600 tweets, then maybe you should be doing something else with your life. But still,
that was like the kiss of death too, because I've seen so many like TikTok and YouTube videos and posts about that. They're like, Elon Musk literally killed Twitter with that. And I've heard it's not really like, in his defense, what I've heard is that their servers were on like the Google servers for like data and stuff. And apparently Elon Musk didn't pay the Google bill. So they don't have very much like data right now, like open hard drive space.
The Google bill, the guy spent,
that's what I heard.
The guy spent billions on this thing. Billions. All right. And then he's trying to make a profit off of it.
Well, they've always been trying to find ways to make it more profitable. That's where the blue check mark thing came from, and you know, all this extra shit they want you to pay for. And it's like, dude, we were fine with an ad here too. Like everything was going great with the original guy that owned Square, and then Elon bought it and laid off like 70% of the fucking employees. And so, dude, like, he's just running it right into the ground. Like, there was a picture today on Threads of the headquarters of Twitter with a Hollywood or a Halloween store banner on it. Like, that was fast.
which are popping up already. I seen one spot and it's
Yeah.
like Halloween. I'm like, damn man, it's fucking July. Like coming soon. I'm like, okay, calm down. But this guy should have when he got it, he should have just put someone in. Didn't he put someone in charge of it now? It's not him,
He
someone
did
else.
now, this lady, but he still is, posting in regards to Twitter. He's still making decisions. So I don't think the new lady is really in charge yet. I think she just has like an office.
Hey man, make that money. I'll be in charge if I don't have to do anything. There's one thing I like about Twitter right now is that they'll fact check shit, you know? Like there'll be some posts and then underneath it's like this is not actually of that, this is something else and it's of this time and blah blah. So they'll be like fact checking shit, which is good and should be
Sometimes.
yeah, which is good and should have been needed like long time ago. So I see that different. Now, here's my here's my take on this. There's always been something new coming in. I remember Vero, and it was like Zack Snyder's on it and shit like that. And I think he's still holding it down over there. And some people will still like see what he posts over there.
There was that mammoth one too,
Mammoth. There's
and
things
now
always
there's
coming in.
Hive. But this isn't like that. This is
This
like
is
all this.
Facebook, so it's an actual competition. Yeah, I see that.
No, but
But
like this isn't like a new. Yeah, it's a new service, a new app, but it's just part of your You log into Instagram, you say, yeah, sign up for Threads, and then you click a button that says import your bio and your picture and all that, and then it says like sign up and you're done, and it's all the people from Instagram. So it's not
here's what
like
the
new
only thing I
follow.
fear is because it's always the freaking route. It's cool and everything now, but then it's gonna go to shit later. You
You
know,
just have to get on it and see how well made it is. It's very well made, and there's so many people on it right now, and it's like open, and everybody's getting along, and they're posting. You
and
can
I
post
hope it stays
gifs
that
and
way.
videos and pictures, and it's really fun, and everybody's vibing, and I really like it. And I'm usually the one that hates everything.
I hope it stays that way and everybody vibes and is real nice and shit like that. But then what's gonna stop them from getting people that are not nice and vibing and going over there and just doing whatever they want and shit?
There's already a lot of ways to flag stuff like that because apparently that's like a big deal that they don't want. And none of those people are on there right now. They've like stayed on Twitter for the most part. And because Twitter's become a really big hate speech, you know, extremist right wing Republican Trump supporter, like they've just took over Twitch and or not Twitch,
Hi,
but
Trump supporters.
Twitter. But and you see the awful things that they say and you try to flag them and stuff and they're just like, oh no, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then like 2 months later, like today, I got a thing from Twitter. It's like, oh, you know that guy that you flagged for saying something very transphobic like 3 months ago? Yeah, we looked at it again and it was really fucked up. And we like now they blocked him. But like that's one out of probably millions of people that are on there that are like that. And the cool thing about Threads is like they haven't caught on yet, and everybody's just getting along. And I was talking to what is his name, Jason Charles Miller from Godhead. We were chatting like all these people from Instagram that normally don't post much. They're on there talking. Like it's just really fun. So
I
yeah,
hope
yeah, it's new, but it's also just like an extension of Instagram. Like all the things that I wish Instagram had, like where you could post gifs and just post um like an update or something with just words and like all of that stuff is on there now. And I'm hoping that they just combine them into one thing.
if it keeps going the route is going, I'm sure I don't see why not. The thing already had like a big boost, like you said. A lot of people already joined onto Threads.
Yeah.
Um, it's got traction, and it's because of who's behind it. Because it is Meta, it is Facebook, it is Instagram. So that's why it has such traction instead of just app that just came out of nowhere and it's like, hey, we're your alternative. Come here.
Well, they have been planning this for a while, and I remember seeing it on Instagram. Like, if you go into your settings, it said threads, and you
Mm-hmm.
clicked on it, and it was a countdown. And now, if you go to it, it'll show what your threads, username and everything would be. All you have to do is click the button, and you're on threads. It's pretty awesome. So, again, it's not new, but it is new. So, it's not like those other apps like Mammoth and Hive and stuff where they had to start from ground zero, like from the bottom up. Like this is just like all the people on Instagram can just bounce over there and it's all the same people.
All right, so from the consensus of this freaking group that is here right now in the chat room, will you guys or have you already tried out Threads? Will you
I
try
know
out Threads?
I know Danny is because we were talking on there.
From what you're telling me, is just Instagram, but Twitter form.
Pretty much. It's almost just like Twitter but better. There's no ads and shit yet.
Yet.
Yet. But you can
Yet.
post like anything you want and it's like you're in like this giant room with all these like famous people and friends and strangers and everybody's just getting along. I really
Okay, but
like
if
it.
I go on there and it's not what you're telling me it's all cracked up to be, I'm personally flying to New Mexico and I'm turning off your internet. Because I know that's the worst thing I could do. See? I know it's the worst thing I could do.
Either
Turn off
that
your
or
internet.
take my phone away.
I'm not coming after
This
your
is
dog because then you just get John Wick after me. I'm not
That's
doing
true.
that.
I'd probably turn into John Wick and go buy a suit and make sure it's bulletproof.
I just saw earlier. I saw a video and it was. I love these videos where they mash up people into video games, and I saw one where it was John Wick and Resident Evil, like
Wow.
4. John Wick and Resident Evil 4. The
Yeah.
best thing you've ever seen in your life. It's fucking great. They had one where it was Adam Sandler and God of War, like the most recent one, not Ragnarok, but the other one. It's so good. It's like, how do you guys come up with this shit, man?
John Wick was on Payday 2 as a playable character.
John Wick was on Playday too. Playday. He was on Playday too.
Speaking of
That's a new
that,
game.
Payday 3 is coming out soon and we need to jump on that bitch.
Which one? Oh, Payday 3. Yes. I thought you said San Andreas. I was like, that shit came out
Oh,
ages ago. What are
I
you
never
talking about?
played that one.
Payday 3 is gonna come.
Yes,
That's gonna be
it's
on the
gonna be
Game
good.
Pass, so that's a definite play for me.
We're gonna be fucking Leroy Jenkins, a bank
I'm
heist.
I'm gonna be John Wick in that one too. Robbing banks.
Hell
But yeah.
yeah.
What was I gonna get to? Threads.
Danny,
Just
yeah, I already
makes me think
deleted
about clothes.
Twitter.
Twitter gives me airplane lady, and that's motherfuckers aren't real. Yes. Let's talk about that. Hold on. Let's talk about the airplane lady. That motherfucker back there is not real. Okay.
Who?
You haven't seen that video?
Oh, the lady that's like yelling at like a lizard people guy or something.
That's one of the theories. Yeah, that apparently she was like sitting next to a lizard person and that she freaked
Yeah.
out.
I saw a video. It was this guy who allegedly was sitting like near her and saw the whole thing, but was like too stupid to record it. But
Too
he
stupid.
recorded this 3-minute long fucking video that only gets to the point at the last 10 seconds. I don't know. People are just dumb. Like they're jumping
Milking
on
it.
shit for no reason.
That's why I don't know if I could believe him, but it's just funny. Just really
Yeah.
funny. You know?
I didn't know like where that came from or where it started. I just saw that little thing yesterday.
Her video or him?
Both.
Oh.
Because he played hers, and then it was like this hidden angle or like another camera, and it was this picture of this guy in a green hoodie, and you could just see like the top of his head. And then it went to the guy that told the 3-minute long story.
What?
Or maybe she was just drugged up.
I'm gonna say this, and it's probably gonna be damning to me, but white women are fucking crazy.
They are. Maybe she was just super racist and thinks that any other race is not a real person. I don't care what the fuck you guys say, but that motherfucker's not real. What you
Got
talking about, Holmes? I'm right here.
He wish shut the bitch up.
The bitch just wanted the window seat. I didn't want to give it to her. Fuck that hoe.
I want to go like have somehow create a dimensional portal that goes to a version of Earth in an alternate universe, and everybody's a cholo or a chola.
Be peace. But then I'll be like, where the fuck are my Puerto Ricans at, man? What the hell? So this is why everybody think we're all Mexicans, huh? What up, Holmes? Hey, what up? And I'm talking like them. All of a sudden, like, oh shit, it's taking over. They're
Was that
boarding
your
way.
family?
Oh shit.
Fucking Vato jokes will never get old.
Never.
I'll be like 82 years old, and somebody come up like, "Hey, wait!" And I'd be like, "Oh man, that's funny."
My comedy bit back in the day was just a Mexican character named Oscar that was in a relationship with a Puerto Rican girl. That was my bit, and my friends loved it. I just needed the beanie, put it up
Right?
down to here and shit, and I'll be like, "Hey man, my girlfriend, man, she always making arroz con gandule." I'm like, "What the fuck, Holmes?" And my friends were always laughing from it. If I do it now, I'll get canceled because it's reverse. I'm a Puerto Rican married to a Mexican woman. I just predetermined my future, just vice versa.
Yeah.
This is this is what I get for making fun of that back in the day. I get it now, God. The
What's your
joke's
clicker?
on me. The joke's on me.
Yeah,
Like
you
the
got punked.
joke's on that woman in the airplane. I'm saying that's gonna be made into a movie, or like Danny was saying earlier, he's saying that it's just freaking, it's it's a great promotion for an upcoming movie like they did with Smile, and they just had people smiling in the background of sport
That
games
was
and shit.
awesome.
That was awesome. That was a good movie too. I liked it. I don't know if
It's
y'all.
good. It's like the previews made it look stupid and cliche, and you watch, you're like, this is rewatchable. This is good.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good
The
movie. I
sister that did that fucking her like head and neck broke and like swung around. That was freaky.
mm-hmm. The smiles were freaky.
Yeah.
The Federal District of Puerto Rico. In a world where Mexico took over the world.
What? Speaking of which, why isn't Puerto Rico a state?
Because they don't vote on it. That's all it is.
Oh, I
It's
think I
the
did read
people
that.
themselves over there to vote on it. The people there are already complaining. They're already like, all right, we're part of the United States, but we have no say in the United States government at all. They can't vote for the president. They can't vote for anything. Blah blah. They have their own little thing there. But there are, like us, people. There's like uh different parties. I don't I don't remember the names of the party. There's like one called Independista, which is like independence, and then there's
Yeah.
another one I forgot what it is called. And you know these parties are either for the island to be to be on their own and their own governed, or for the
Yeah.
island to be a state. And they constantly be having votes for it to be a state, but people don't want it to be a state because they don't want them to have that much pull in the fucking island. But guess what? They're getting a lot of pull in the island. Why you think there's so much going on in the island and there's people moving over there in the island because they're getting like tax breaks and shit like that. And then you
Oh
got
wow.
people from the island like Bad Bunny who's trying to help the island themselves. That's why he like probably behind the whole having their WWE or pay per view over there, you know, for tourism and to get money into the island and to blah 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 whatever. But it's getting gentrified as well, you know, where like San
Of
Juan is a
course.
lot of white people moving in, and then they're complaining about them taking over the beach. And yeah, it's all political shit. The one biggest faction of that, Puerto Rico is there because it's for the military. They have bases there and shit like that. So
I didn't know
one,
that.
yeah, so one big thing that's always been there was Vieques, and how there's a base there, and they were tired of the military using the island, um and for bombing and for whatever and shit like that. And they wanted them to get out of Vieques. There's a lot of shit. But Puerto Rico's a beautiful island, so you should go over there and visit visit Old San Juan and see everything. But politics. You know how it is.
It's like that with Scotland and North Ireland too, especially Scotland because they actually put it to a vote to liberate themselves from Britain
Mm-hmm.
and become their own country, which I'm totally all about. And it was so close, but it didn't pass. And it made me so sad because, like, we have people there. And then, like, the conflict in North Ireland that's been going on for, like, ever. And the British won't give it up. And it's really sad. Like, it's not that much land. Like, why do they hold on to North Ireland so much? And for them to treat the Irish so shitty, and we were less than nothing to them, and they won't give this land back.
People. It's just that's the answer right there. People are pieces of shit. People, well, I say people are pieces of shit, but it's also like people are wonderful, amazing people. Where we are, we have the potential of being the most greatest thing ever, and the
Who?
people. We have the potential of being
Oh,
great.
humans in
Yeah,
general?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Potential of being great, wonderful. There are great and wonderful people out there, but there's also horrible people out there. We also have the potential to be the most demonic of people, and it's fucked up. It's crazy, but it's just how it is. And the only thing that's gonna bring us together is if fucking aliens come here and try to eradicate us, and we all together fight against the aliens. That's what's
I'm all
up.
for it.
I watch too much Independence Day. Danny
And
right
that's,
here. You see, he's used to the whole Israel and Palestine, and they're
oh,
fighting.
yeah.
We got people fighting for nothing when we should all just stay to be together and just. I don't know, man. It's like I don't like to think about it because it's so sad. You want to think about good things, but there's just horrible things happening out there. What can you do?
It's really sad. I mean, like, this is my theory, and some people agree with that, but here it goes. But I think there's things that are encoded in us before we were even born. Things like, like love each other, and we're supposed to be here to look after the planet and look after the animals, and we're not here to build concrete and asphalt cities that destroy everything and push all the animal life and you know destroy the ocean life and cause global warming, like all this shit. Like, we're so far off from where we should be. And you look at, like, futuristic utopias like Star Trek, like, that's where we should be trying to go, something like that. Let's all band together, unify, and fucking go chill out in outer space and drink Earl Grey tea. I saw that. Yes, that's what I always wanted, was like Blade Runner shit.
Oh shit, they can't hear me. I was muted the whole time.
Oh,
My
good job.
bad. Son of a bitch. All right, let's retrack ourselves. That's what really pisses me off. That we were promised all this sci-fi shit growing
And
up,
this is all we got.
and yeah, I mean, this is like if you Come here. I gotta be honest. Like, if I went back in time and you showed me this phone, it's like, look, young Naz, you can do this and you can record this and edit this and do this, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'll be surprised, yeah, but still, like
My,
it's progressing slowly, but we
yeah,
should. I want the holograms to come out of a hot ass girl, from Blade Runner, like, mwah, and I'm like, that was dope. We have the technology, guys. Let's make it happen.
they always come out with stuff that's like the laptop or the computer killer. Like they said that with tablets and smartphones, and they're not like a lot of people still use them for like music, video editing, picture, like digital photograph editing, stuff like that. And now there's apps and stuff for that on your phone. Like all the video, almost probably like 98% of the videos that I've done on TikTok were from my phone. There's only a
Yeah,
couple times where I had to use like Sony Vegas, like the thing for this, for the screenshot news, the spin. I had to use Sony Vegas just for that. But like, yeah, we're getting to the time and place where you don't really need a computer anymore. This is a computer, just in your pocket, in your hand.
it's a computer on the go. It's
That's what
crazy.
the Windows mobile phones
Uh huh.
were when they first came out were called pocket PCs. This motherfucker just got up and left.
Because like, I'm sorry, because DJ Roomba is over here cleaning, and then it just fucking got stuck.
Burley Piss says Windows Mobile was ass. It was later, but like bef- before, like all the ones after 6 sucked. Those are the ones when they started coming into squares and stuff like that. But like Windows Mobile 5 up to 6 was almost the exact same look and feel as Zune. So I was like a proud Microsoft fan with my Xbox 360 and my Windows 7 computer and my Zune and my Windows Mobile 6.0 phone. And then like they're like, yeah, fuck all that. Like,
You were Windows out.
was.
You were fully connected. It was fully connected. You were You had a Windows shirt. You had the. You had a painting of the windows, just that field.
I have a full painting of Bill Gates
Mm-hmm.
over the fireplace.
Yup. In
A
his
shrine.
garage that he started up.
Yes.
He got a nice fireplace in the garage that he started up.
Wasn't that here in Albuquerque?
I don't know, was it?
I think so.
And brag about it.
Because New Mexico's the best.
It's crazy because like not too far. Like I watched the videos from back then and the phones. Like we like advanced quickly when it came to phones within just that
Yeah.
10-year
Here,
period.
Microsoft co-founders Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded the company in a garage in Albuquerque in 1975.
There you go.
I wasn't even born yet.
I've been to Albuquerque.
Yes, you did. You went to the shittiest place in the whole state.
I try to bring light to the shittiest areas in the world.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
Especially Rio Rancho, where Gina lived. There's a shirt here in New Mexico. It's like an ongoing joke. And the shirt says, "At least we're not in Rio Rancho."
There's a good family there.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about the place because I've only been there for a little bit, but it was very, 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 very sandy. Why was everything orange and brown? Come on, people, color.
That's Albuquerque. You gotta come up here where everything's green.
Color. I need color in my life.
Especially up where I was on the 4th, dude, all you saw was green trees. It was amazing.
Green is amazing. King Diabetes over here saying sidekicks were better than razors. Is that a fact?
I agree with that.
Yeah. I
But
didn't have a sidekick.
what I had, the Helio Ocean double slider,
Mm-hmm.
fucking best phone I've ever had. I still have it. It only
You
gets
do.
3G, but I still have it.
My favorite was the ones that you go like, and then there's the keyboard on the bottom, and then
Yeah, that's the Ocean
that's what you're
had
talking
it
about.
too.
Yeah,
But
that.
like
that.
you could slide it up like long ways, like a normal cell phone, and then it had just the regular number buttons, and then you could close that, turn it horizontal, and then flick it the other way, and then the keyboard would come out and you could type. And it was also one of the first phones to ever have apps. So it had like Gmail and Google Maps and stuff like that on there.
We
And
were
then
all
the
about that shit.
iPhone came out, and then Helio was like, okay, well, we're going to make it's one of the first Android phones ever made, and it was claimed to be the iPhone killer, and the company went under trying to make it.
Don't make any claims.
Yeah.
That's the key thing to it. Don't make any claims. Threads. Don't go out there making a claim that you're the Twitter killer. Just be
Oh, they're
like,
not.
yo, man, we're here.
The people that are on Threads are saying that because Threads is fucking awesome.
Okay, well, don't go out there making
I
claims.
was on there all day today. It was fucking fun. I haven't had that much fun on a fucking social media app in a long time.
Everybody, go have fun with Rachel. I like to tweet bullshit and then get mad at people and then start having debates about why. What's the recent thing? Having debate. I just go out there and be like, this movie didn't suck, and then I have people like, yeah, you're right, it didn't suck, and then you have people like, I don't know about that.
There's the big one in the horror movie community, and like I'm, officially one of the writers in the horror syndicate now.
Uh-huh.
And one of the
Okay.
big ones
Okay.
everybody
Well,
talks
hold
shit
on.
about.
Calm down there, Mister Horror Syndicate. You guys in the gang now?
Pretty much.
You the mafia mama of a horror gang?
It's like that.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool. That's where I wrote my article for, and then they invited me to their group chat on Messenger and stuff like that. So it's been really cool. But
Nice.
I didn't know that before joining them that the remake for Nightmare on Elm Street was so fucking hated, and
Oh yeah.
I love it. Almost like it better than the original. It's so clean and but like dirty and just creepy. And the guy that played Rorschach is Freddy Krueger, and he did an amazing job. And somebody even wrote an article on the Horror Syndicate of why that movie is actually better than people think. And it's true. And there's a lot of movies like that. Oh, that movie's stupid. I'm like, did you really watch it though?
That's the thing. That's my debate. Like, okay, now I was talking. You see me tweeting about Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? Great, great movie. Sure,
The
yeah,
first one?
iconic. Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, it's the shit.
Yeah, great movie. Yes, I give it to you. Is it the best indie movie though? I
No,
don't think so.
The third one is.
Third one is way better than Raiders of the Lost Ark.
If somebody
My
like tied me to a chair and had those things on my eyelids to keep my eyes open and made me watch a movie for the rest of my life, it would be the third Indiana Jones.
You'll be cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Temple of Doom myself too. The whole him, and I felt like that's where it was like, all right, this is how you like. This is an Indiana Jones movie because I don't know, like the first one, it has a lot of iconic moments and all these lines and shit like that, but it just felt like so like just put together, in my opinion. Like when I watched it again, I was just like, this is like shit's just happening, you know? It's like it just put together.
The second one?
The first one.
Oh, I thought the second one is even more like that. It's just like
No,
random
the second one was
happenstance,
more
like it's not planned at
no.
all.
The
It's just like
second one was
Indiana
more
Jones
cohesive.
just stuck in all these situations, and he's
No.
like the most annoying character that they've ever had.
No. The second one is way more cohesive. The girl's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, she's annoying
Yes.
as fuck, dude.
She was annoying as fuck. But the movie was more cohesive, as in He's there, fucking trying to get this thing. Girl gets into the picture somehow. I don't know why he keeps dragging her along, but whatever. Short rounds there. There's a good fucking little relationship between the two, and he, they escape. Then they end up being saved by this village, but the village is dying. And then
See,
Indy's like,
it's all just a random happenstance. Like nothing was like, oh, it's this plot out thing. It's just like, oh, he was here, then this happened, and then they go there, and then this happened, and then you have to go there. It's like a fucking Final Fantasy game.
I don't know how to back that up. I only beat like one Final Fantasy game, really. The first one for me felt that way because it was just he did that thing. Okay, then he didn't get it. His boy got it, tricked him. He gets away in the plane. Next thing you know, these guys are coming to him. They're like, all right, there's these people looking for the lost ark. It was like, oh shit, well, I gotta go to Nepal. For some reason, this girl's in Nepal holding down a fucking bar. She's having a drinking challenge. He goes, meets her. She's like, fuck you. It's been forever, Indy. And he's like, all right, well, I know you know where the thing's at, but, I'm gonna step away and, hit me up. Steps away. The Nazi come. Try to get it from her. Indy's there. They get out of there. Then they end up wherever the fuck. The thing that bugs me was that they're over here excavating for the ark, and then he's like, but it's over here. And I'm gonna fucking get it while they're still over here. Like, nigga, did you not notice that they're gonna fucking notice you over
Yeah,
here?
I was
Fucking
really thought,
excavating?
especially there's a scene where they're trying to get that lid open, and the sun is behind them, and you can see like the silhouettes. I'm like, dude, you could have seen. Everybody could have seen that for miles.
Yeah, like that's not noticeable. I don't know. I didn't have it. I don't know. My rewatch of it was like, all right, this is great, but it's not the fucking best. And Temple of Doom was better. And then Last Crusade was even better. And then we get to the Crystal Skull that everybody fucking hates, and I'm just like, this movie is still like good in my opinion. I get it.
I don't hate it. I just have some big disagreements with the direction it went in.
I love the direction, as in cinematography wise, because Spielberg was in his fucking game and that shit. He had great shots. They were nicely done. I keep mentioning about the beginning when like Indy swings in and kicks dude through the window, and it was just like this one whole wide shot take of it, and it just looked really, really dope. Everybody complaining about nuking the fridge. I think it's hilarious. It's fucking
It's so
Indiana Jones,
stupid.
guys.
It's so stupid.
It's fucking Indiana Jones. Shit's supposed to be stupid. Mutt
I when I was
swinging with
like,
the monkeys, I guess, yeah, that's kind of stupid, but it's fucking Indiana Jones. Like, for me, people are taking two fucking moments and just like, this movie is crap. But then now, today, I see like, here's the 4K restoration of this movie. It looks more like a movie because of how they got it color schemed. And I'm like, that was your argument now? The color scheme of the fucking
wow,
movie? Get the fuck
that's
out of
stupid.
here, dude.
That's the big thing that people bitched about the Snyderverse. They're like, oh, it has all these negative tones and it's almost black and white, and it's yeah, dude, it's a realistic fucking universe. Like, it's not gonna be all pretty like a Marvel movie.
It's like that shit I showed you. King Diabetes is surprised you like the Alien franchise. Who wouldn't like the Alien franchise?
Dude, I love aliens. I even liked the last one. That last one was Ripley, Resurrection.
Yeah. Who
That
doesn't
one's
like the Alien
awesome.
franchise? King Diabetes just found out yesterday, years old, when he found out Temple of Doom is a prequel. Yeah, me too. Which always like, why, But whatever.
Technically, Mallrats is a prequel to Clerks.
There you go.
It happens the day before Clerks.
There you go. Now you guys know this. Technically, this episode is a prequel to our birth.
Yes.
Somehow. Time travel.
Make it
I forgot.
happen.
I forgot what I was gonna go with, but yeah, I forgot what I was gonna go with. I forgot.
It's okay.
I was on a tangent because people just piss me off because they'll say, "Oh, this movie's bad," but then you have everybody praising the shit out of The Room, and it's an awful movie, but they praise it because it's an awful movie, and I'm just like, your logic is not making any sense. Like, come on, guys.
It's funny. I used to think like that about Rocky Horror Picture Show. I was like, why does everybody love this? And like the older it gets, the older I get, and the more I watch it, it's like this is genius.
That movie was. I knew that movie was genius when I was a kid, and it's funny because I remember watching. I watched that every Halloween, and then there was one time I was watching it, and I had my uncle's wife was over, so I guess she's like my aunt. You call her aunt or something? I don't know what you call them. My uncle's
Aunt.
wife, aunt, whatever. She was there, and I'm watching it like in the kitchen, the small TV, and my mom and her are there, and then she questions my mom. Is like, you let him watch this? And she's like, yeah. Why? It's like, why would you let him watch this? Look how they're dressed. This is not for him. Why you let him watch this? And even I'm questioning, like,
Wow.
bitch, why, don't be talking shit about my movie. What the fuck? Why, you got a problem with how Tim Curry's dressed over here? My mom's like, there's nothing wrong with this. You can watch it. So big ups to my mom.
Yeah!
She saw no problem with me watching Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that woman over there was a little bit bothered that I was watching guys in stockings and heels.
Pretty much lingerie, like the whole movie.
Yeah. I didn't grow up wanting to wear it. Would I go to a fucking screening and want to dress up? Sure.
Who wouldn't?
I'll be the guy in the wheelchair and I just do the kicks.
And I did.
Oonts. I did. Yeah, that's my shit. But yeah, that was just an example of.
I want to go as Meatloaf and come in on the motorcycle through the wall.
I went to something like that, but it was for Repo the Genetic Opera, and I remember
I hear
going
good things
to.
about that.
Yeah, Repo the Genetic Opera was like it's a great movie, and I
I've seen the
found that
original, like, um, Repo Men.
I've seen that movie too. Yes,
Yeah, but it's not a musical.
no, but those two movies came out around the same time,
There's a
and
huge debate, not even a debate,
yeah,
it was a lawsuit against what came first. And the writer for Repo Men wrote it as a short story and was published first. And the guy that wrote uh, the musical one was found guilty of copying from that. So he won the Repo Men guy won the lawsuit.
all right, I'm Team Genetic Opera, so Genetic Opera was first. Repo Men bit him. I don't care about your fake news. No, I'm just kidding. But I saw them. They did like a midnight screenings, and they'll do it like Rocky Horror would, you know. So
Yeah.
people would dress up and they'll act it out while the movie is playing. And I got to do that like twice, and then they just stopped doing it or whatever. But that was pretty cool. So I never did
They
a.
do that. They do that with The Room too.
Oh yeah, they did that recently. I found out they did that. They did that recently. Okay, I saw it. I don't know how I saw it. It just showed up on my, I don't know, Instagram or Twitter or something like that. But it was when I came back from the honeymoon, and the fucking city was engulfed in the Canadian haze. You know, because they're fucking toking up over there in Canada, and it came down here. So it was like one of the worst times to be outside. You know, you just smelled smoke the whole time. But this one person was like, went outside in this bad air because I couldn't miss the room screening at blah 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 blah, and everybody just cheering at the end, and I'm just like, I want to go in there and just blow all of you up, y'all, all horrible. I want to the hate that I have for this fan base of this fucking movie. It's so great.
For which movie?
The Room.
Oh yeah.
Talking about The Room here. That everybody, my whole fucking like, man, since MWE started and people were talking to me, they're like, you should check out The Room. I go to conventions. They're like, they're gonna be showing The Room in this room over here. You should check it out. It's like really, really good for being really, really bad. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, whatever, man. I, blah, blah. And then I miss it for my entire life, and I was good about it. And then finally, I watch it for you guys here, and now I'm just like mad because it's so bad and so hype and so stupid.
It's so stupid.
And everybody and their mama would fucking praise the shit out of it, but
Have we talked about this before?
Fuck me. What?
The Room.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think we did at one point, but I never heard of it. And one night, Adult Swim decided to play it
Yes, I think I heard this
without
then.
without changing like the channel guide. So it still had the channel guide for like American Dad and Family Guy and Robot Chicken, but it was The Room. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And of course they took out like all the swear words and stuff, but they played the whole fucking and the whole time. I'm like, what is that? And they would do the little bumpers in between commercials. They're like, how are you enjoying The Room? But stuff like that. I was like, this is fucking weird. Like, and then I looked it up, and it's like one of the most hated worst movies ever. I'm like, why did they play it?
I don't know if it's hated. People love it. Love it for being the worst movie. It's not art, man.
It's so
I'm
bad.
so mad. Cause then I could, you know what? I can. Oh my god! I bet you I can go on Tubi and watch a Tubi movie, and it's way better than The fucking Room.
I'm gonna get a Tubi chest tattoo
I'm
or
gonna try
a tramp stamp. Tubi tramp stamp.
Tubi tramp stamp. Go for it. I'm gonna intentionally make a bad movie for Tubi just to get it up there, and then hope I get The Room treatment. Like this thing shouldn't. It also pisses me off because it should just be a porn.
Yeah,
It's basically a porn.
his asshole's like in every scene.
I just the hate I have for this is the same hate I have for the King of Fighter movie. It's just they're getting to the equal points. And then if anybody trashes me for fucking loving the Fast movies and saying they're really bad, it's like fuck you. People love The Room. I love seeing Dominic Toretto doing impossible shit in his fucking Dodge Charger. Leave me
Yes.
alone.
Did I ever tell you about the movie theater in West LA that played garbage movies on purpose?
No.
They only did it like Saturday nights at midnight. So like when all the normal customers leave, and then you could come in and they would play like renownedly awful movies, and you were like encouraged to make fun of it and laugh at it, throw shit at the screen. Like people were drinking. It was so fucking fun. And like there was one that's like a German ripoff of Herbie the Love Bug, and it was called Doo Doo. So every time they're looking for the car, they're like, I'm looking for Doo Doo. And we were just dying laugh. It was so great. I only went like a couple times, but it was like total Mystery Science Theater 3000 vibes. It was amazing.
You gotta ask yourself because when you see a movie like this, do they intentionally go for it or they're trying to be serious and it just ends up being bad? That's what I
It
always ask myself.
it looks like a lot of those real bad movies like that, especially stuff from like the 70s and 80s. It looks like, of course, they had a small budget and they tried to make a real movie with just what they had. And I don't understand, like, at some point when you're directing it, when you're editing it, when you're like, at some point, somebody's got to go, dude, this is bad. Like, this is really awful.
That's what I'm saying. Like somebody's gotta like add someone has gotta and that's the thing that gets me is like you see these movies and you're like, yeah, that's bad. But then you see movies that are I think it's because like if Hollywood brings it out, then it's supposed to like meet a certain criteria. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, oh, you can't be bad. But if it's like intentionally trying to be campy or bad, then you get shitted on or something, or I don't know. Like I'm still, like fast movies know what they are now, so they go for that. Either you get it or you don't.
Like,
I
the,
don't
what was the other one? The transporter. Those are silly.
transporter. Yeah, which did I mention this to you, or I think I just said it on the Twitter
Yeah.
because I realized I was like, it's just funny how we mentioned Transporter 2, you know, uh, started so the fast movies can go, and then I realized
Yeah.
the director of Transporter 2 is the director of Fast X. It's the same fucking
That
guy,
totally makes sense.
you know? But they know what they are. Then you take something, The Flash, and it's really trying to be a really good movie. I think it's good. but everybody just fucking shits on it. And then you take movies that we love, like all of the Zack Snyder ones, really trying to be a good movie, really are a good movie.
Especially
Everybody shits on it.
the unrated director's cuts. Like those are fucking amazing.
You just can't please anyone. And then the more I think about it, the more I get. This is why I decide this. You know, I always said like, man, you know, like there's people out there. Yeah, I love movies. I could be a movie critic. There's people out there who made a business out of this shit. You know, YouTubing, TikToking, all this shit, right? But then I realized, I think today, that I can't because I'm gonna be pissed off the whole time, unless that's my niche, and I'm just gonna be pissed off. But I'm not gonna be the guy who's gonna be here and be like everybody else, like, yeah, this movie is awful. God, the production, the acting, what the fuck? No, I'm gonna be the guy who's like, this movie is pretty damn good. What the fuck's wrong with y'all? That's gonna be my whole shtick, because that's what it is. I am mostly enjoying everything. I enjoy everything. I could love any fucking movie, but there'll be some where I'll understand, like, yeah, this is pretty bad, but I don't know. Spendog in the chat is telling me to do it, but I just feel like I'm gonna be attacked because people are just gonna be like, "You stupid, man! Fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit is horrible." I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, do you want me to fucking go?" No one said this. I'm just saying, like an example.
Yeah.
If someone said this, if by the way, this reminded me of Magic Kingdom. I looked up. Was it Magic Kingdom? No, it's Universal Studios, I think. I don't know. They all look the same. One of those places,
Wow.
I think it's Universal because I don't think Disney owns Roger Rabbit, does it? No, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But somewhere there was the office of the detective.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Oh.
it's the window was there and they had the private eye symbol and it said his name. I forgot what his name was. And I went to her, like, oh my god, that's the office to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Right when I was asking, like, you know what, where the fuck's Roger Rabbit? I don't see him anywhere. Then I see that, and I also see like the silhouette of, you know, when he goes to the wall and he leaves the silhouette.
Yeah.
You see that on the wall somewhere over there too.
Oh wow.
So that was kind of cool. But yeah, no one said anything about Roger Rabbit. I'm just using an example. I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who's like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is stupid, it's for kids or something. You know, who knows? I'm pretty sure.
I am mad that they took away the panty shot. That was always hot.
Yes. Broly Fist, don't. He said, "You want to know what I think about Roger Rabbit?" Like, man,
somebody asked to. Let me go up. Have you seen Blazing Saddles? Yeah, of course. That's like the best Mel Brooks movie and the best Richard Pryor movie that he wrote.
I'm gonna make one called Blazing Fatties, and I'm bringing back Method Man and Red Man.
Yes.
Because it always works. Well, I think we reached long enough over here ranting and raving. You got some screenshots for us?
Of course I do.
Well, then you know what time it is.
Yeah!
It's time to screenshot the news. It's going to get loud, fellas.
Screenshot the news.
That's right.
Got it up.
What you got for us?
Lots of stuff from Threads because it's hilarious. There's going to be a Suicide Squad anime that's going to come out soon, and it looks pretty sexy.
I welcome anything anime. This one better be good though, because they did a Catwoman anime and it was booty. I said it. It was booty. It sucked. It was booty cheeks, and not even the good booty cheeks, the bad booty cheeks. It was awful. I said it. You see?
Stank cheeks.
Stank ass cheeks. You see? Naz doesn't like everything. He doesn't like the Catwoman animated movie. That was anime.
There's also this new Superman that's going to be on Cartoon Network, and it's going to be like anime style. And he's like young, and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I've seen, like, I haven't seen anything from it because I want to just see it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, and he's like trying to be funny, and it's awkward.
I don't. Like I said, I haven't seen anything, but I hear people like praising it so far. I don't even know if it started. I think it did, but I want to check it out.
I didn't know it started yet. I thought it was still like waiting.
I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know if it started or not. But to be on the since we're talking Superman, I did buy a new wallet today, and it's Superman wallet.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
nice,
that
right?
means hope.
Yup. This is hoping that no one steals it.
Like was a comedian talking about having the bad motherfucker wallet, and he's like, until you met a real bad motherfucker and he stole it.
That's because the wallet was meant for that bad motherfucker.
Shaun of the Dead star Simon Pegg has said nobody needs a sequel. However, he has met with Edgar Wright about a fourth Cornetto movie.
Yes, I think the combination of Edgar Wright. Number one, I love Edgar Wright. Anything he does, every movie he's done, I fucking love him to
And,
death. One
and
of my
show.
favorite movies is Scott Pilgrim.
And
Um,
Spaced.
Spaced, one of the best fucking shows ever created. So if they want to do it, it doesn't even have to be a Cornetto movie. It's just if they do a movie together,
Yeah, just them together.
yeah, make it happen. That'll be great. But I do agree with him. Shaun of the Dead does not need a sequel. It doesn't. Not everything needs a
Um,
sequel.
because I was looking up Spaced and why it never, continued. And Edgar Wright was like, that was a very specific time in my life, just like everybody that identifies with that show. And just like in your real life, it was short lived and then it was over. And you remember how great those times were. And I totally agree with it after rewatching it for the millionth time. It's like, yeah, the reason why, so many people, especially me, love that show so much is because, like, we were those people, like, we had those music tastes. Everybody was different, not everybody was just the same. And we all had our own identities and stuff like that and got into these funny situations. And then one day you look up and, like, dude, that was 10 years ago. That was 20 years ago. And it's just gone.
Screenshot the news.
God damn it!
I saw that.
You see, this is why I can't be producing stuff. I'm sorry, people who are listening. You gotta understand that you're not watching. She was getting deep there, and I thought this would be a good time to just focus the camera on her. I just put her on the screen. She's talking. She's doing a thing. I'm here like, yeah, yeah. I was about to say what I was gonna say when I come back, cutting to both of us, and I forgot to take out the screenshot, the news fucking. So it came back to that. So that explains that. Now I don't even remember what I was gonna say to come back to it. Oh yeah, like those were different times. Yeah, I agree. Space was good. It was there. It was in the moment. And I mean, personally myself, I could go outside and start having a fucking gun battle with my fingers with
Yes.
anybody. I could do that.
If I was somewhere, anywhere in this world, and somebody was like, motherfucker, like,
Yeah.
it would be on.
My favorite thing was he was like, "Oh shit."
I love the kid that runs out of bullets. He's like,
Yeah.
and then the other kid got hit in the neck, and he's going.
Yeah, you gotta reenact everything. The truth is that men still, we do this. At work, I have a blast with these guys. That's why I don't hate my job completely.
Right.
Some of the guys, like is real small denominator. Get on my damn nerves, but mostly everybody else is cool as shit. We're joking. We're always something funny. Today, I decided to take it off. I had the opportunity. Someone said like, "Hey, I'll cover for you." There was only one fight for me, one flight. So I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." But then I was so bored. I was like, "Man, I should have went to work because at least I would have had some fun for a couple hours." It was a nice day too. But yeah. So we act stupid over there, and it's fun.
My my first job at Subway was like that. Like, I'd have the night off, and I'd call in and be like, "Do you need help? Are you busy?" Like, yeah, go ahead and come in. I would come in on my night off just so we could fuck around.
Sometimes
And
you get that bored.
yeah, and the warehouse I worked at, we did the most fucked up shit to each other and laughed all day about it, and it was great.
That's
Like, we
dope.
would take two staples and you twist them together, and it's like those little, things that, like, the Batmobile would drop to, like, pop tires.
Yeah.
And you make enough of them, and you put them in someone's seat, and it hurts like hell.
Jesus
we
Christ.
would take apart like the rolling strips, and there's ball bearings in there, and we would throw ball bearings at each other. We'd shoot rubber bands at each other. For some reason, we had those foam pool noodles. We were hitting each other like behind the knees with them. Like, I don't know how we got any work done.
All right, so Spendog in the chat says, "I want your." Oh, he's saying Broly Fist's job. Okay, I was about to say because right now I was gonna say, do you want my job or her job that she had? Because that job seems. I don't want to go to that job. You fucking having people sitting on spikes and hitting them in the knees, and I'm pretty sure there was ball checking happening. We're not doing that at my job.
Also, if it was your birthday and they would find you and wrap you in cellophane and just leave
Yup,
you
I
like
quit. Nope, I'm not working with you guys. Fuck you guys.
So I always made a point on my birthday. I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. Well, mainly because I went to a monster truck show, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get wrapped up like that. Fuck that.
Fuck that. Broly Fizzle saying he had Nerf wars. You know, we
Yeah.
had that in this house, but all those Nerf guns have been put into storage. We haven't whipped them back out. I got shit ton. You guys remember? I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
remember, but I have shit ton of Nerf guns. I had a fucking phase. I was just like,
too.
get all the Nerf guns.
I had the
So-
big, like $100-something, the one with the chain,
Hell yeah.
and I bought 2 chains and I screwed them together, so I had 100 rounds in one chain.
Damn.
And it was fucking epic. It took like 4 to 6 D batteries. It weighed as much as a car. But,
They
oh my God,
do.
it was so fun.
They do.
And when I worked at the Best Buy in Glendale, it was when that The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler was coming out on DVD. And if you bought the DVD, you got this little tiny, like, felt like a hacky sack. That was a little tiny football, and that was supposed to be like your free gift with the movie. We didn't give any of them out. We would have them in our pockets, like cargo pants full of these little footballs, and we would chunk them at each other's face all day and all night. And so, like, then we'd go do inventory, where you have to, inventory the whole store, and we found
Where
so
you
many
had to
of those
do inventory,
footballs everywhere.
That's funny. What you reminded me is of in high school, where I created this, where I just ball up paper and start throwing at each other, and we'll use the biggest part of the hallway. Each floor was basically like a copy of a copy, so there was this one section in the back that was just like huge, just a big fucking open space hallway, right? And we'll go there like after school, and we'll just start throwing balls at each other, see if we could hit each other. And it was like you had to get like the most John Woo-ish you can, So I'll be like sliding and throwing it. Fucking Sony would do like backflips, dodging and throwing it at me. And it was like we were going at it. It was pretty fun for a while.
We did that at Subway with foil balls. We would try to make the most dense, heaviest aluminum foil ball you could. And then again, the spot you wanted to hit was like the neck or behind the knee or something where it would really hurt. But we had this guy that worked there named Jim, and he wasn't all there, and he was kind of cross-eyed. And somebody said, "Don't hit Jim in the head, you'll knock his eye straight."
Damn. Canceled. Cancel that person. Cancel that person. I like for you, the audience, to realize the difference and fun here. My fun was like, here's these little paper balls that barely hurt hitting each other. Her fun, we're gonna take this and create the most dense out of it, and then aim for the weakest part of your body.
Dude, I had so many guy friends. You had to adapt or die. And when I started that warehouse job, and they were fucking with me, and they would get like the aerosol air freshener from the bathroom and walk by and spray you and shit like that. And so we had this big, huge wooden box where we would strip the cellophane off CDs, and it would go in this box, and then we had to clean it out at night. And I remember telling, it was like my first or second week there, and they're like, go in there and clean the plastic out. And I was like, if y'all lock me in here as like some kind of hazing, I'll fuck all of you up and then quit this job. And then like everybody was just, like, I was like on an even keel with everybody after that.
I'm just
Or another thing they would do is if you're in the bathroom like on the toilet, they would come in and shut the light off, and then when you like penguin walk to the light switch to turn it back on, then they would turn it back on.
To
It
see
was
you
so,
naked?
and they did it so much to this one guy, he started wearing a clip-on flashlight to work every day.
Jesus Christ, guys. All right, I gotta ask, and this is gonna sound racist, but were you all white?
No,
No.
my best friend Gilbert was Mexican.
Did he grow up in a white community?
No, he grew up in like the ghetto. Like I went to his house and was like, I'm gonna get shot, but I still had a great time.
Oh God, that's the best thing I ever heard. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over here. I'm probably gonna get shot, but I'm gonna have a great time.
Somebody put that like, I don't want to be buried with the tombstone, so put that on my like little cremation cup, whatever that thing's called, the urn.
Got killed, but man, I had a great time.
Somebody clip that.
Oh shit.
Oh,
You know, this is what I never understood. Like, I could clip other stuff, but I can't clip my own shit. Why is
yeah,
that?
it's really. I had to create highlights and do it that way.
I don't get it. I was able to at first.
Yeah, it's like it's there, but it doesn't work really well. It's better if you just create it as like a, whatever they call it.
You know, no, you know how you can do it though? Now, I know how I could do it. I have to You have to do it through your own stream manager and then you press clip right after it happens. Like
Oh,
that's the
there
only
it
way.
is. Yeah, the huge button.
Yeah. That's the only way you could do it for your own shit. I just clipped that right now. What just
Okay.
happened? I just clipped that right now as a viewer. I clipped it, which is cool. I'd rather that be an option instead of like, oh shit, I gotta press this right now and clip it right now after it happened.
Yeah.
And you know, it just 30 seconds. You know, while this I could have like a whole minute. That's just 30 seconds. That's the only thing that
Yeah.
sucks. But yeah, going back, you allowed to fuck up people for fun. That
Dude,
is
we were
great.
brutal. Like my friend Brad, he would do this thing where he would find out about pressure points, like he read up about them or something,
He watched
and then
Xena. That's what he did.
probably or Star Trek, and he would come up to you and be like, "Tell me if this hurts," and you're like, "What?" And he would do a pressure point on you, and you'd like stop breathing, and he's like, "Okay, I'll quit." Like living in Texas with a bunch of boys was fucked up. Like you either got like fucked up and went home and cried, or you got fucked up and laughed about it.
Or you got fucked up and died.
Yeah.
But you had a really good
This is true.
time. All right. Let's continue with the screenshots.
Apparently Disney is going to put out all these old movies back into theater this summer, and that's going to be Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, Toy Story, Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, The Incredibles, Coco, The Lion King, and Moana.
Wow. Nice.
I
Personally,
think I would go see Pirates.
Pirates is yeah.
Toy
Pirates.
Story. I love Toy Story.
They should have put Tron Legacy on that list.
Yes.
They should have. And Encanto because that's my shit. But
What's your favorite, either live action or cartoon? What's your favorite Disney movie?
I stated recently that my favorite live action Disney movie is Tron Legacy. Hands down. I love that movie. I just think it's fucking fantastic. Favorite animated of all time is a Goofy movie, but I feel like that Goofy movie all time right now, Encanto. I feel like Encanto is like the best thing they've made in a long time. That movie is fucking fantastic. So yeah, it used to be like Incredibles. Incredibles was a shit. I still love
Oh,
Incredibles.
yeah.
Incredibles is dope. I would love another Incredibles. Like a third one would be crazy. They made 3 cars. Give me a third Incredible. What's up?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And the mom on Incredibles is a MILF.
Girl, you're fine.
Like someone, I saw a post and it said, and the studios, they're like, all right, we want you to create these characters, but remember, this is just for kids. Don't go all out, just whatever. And they're just showing all these hotties, and the last one is, of course, the Incredibles mom, just like a back shot of her because she had a fucking ass. They had like
You know who else
She-Go
did?
from Kim Possible, and they had
Dexter's mom.
Dexter's mom. Yeah, they
Yeah.
had that, and they had fucking Raven from Teen Titans. She was all hot and shit. It was like, it's true. They make these motherfuckers like my first female cartoon crush. Technically, it's Widget. I think her name was from Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, but it was in Gargoyles. It was Eliza Maza, whatever. You know, the cop in Gargoyles. That was my
Oh, yeah.
female crush right there. I was like, hell yeah.
Mine
Get it in.
was from the girl from a Goofy
Gadget.
movie because
It was Gadget.
she
not
looked
Gadget.
and sounded exactly like my ex and my best friend September that passed away in January.
Uh-huh.
Looked and sounded just like her.
Like who?
But-
Sorry.
My best friend September that died.
But look like who?
The girl from a Goofy movie.
Oh, Roxanne?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Roxanne. Roxanne was a hottie
Hair
too.
and
I see
everything.
why Maxie was all over that.
My favorite Disney movie, it's close, but Robin Hood, the animated, will always be my favorite.
The one where they're actual animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I always say that I don't like musicals, but like the animated Robin Hood and a Goofy movie are fucking amazing.
They're goats. Zootopia was another good one.
Never seen that one.
That one's a real
Isn't
good one.
is the Santa Claus a Disney movie?
The Santa Claus is a Disney movie, yes.
I like those.
Yeah, those are good. And the series was really good too. If you never saw it, like this Christmas, watch it because it was pretty fucking good. It just
Not
played.
like that.
It played out. They basically, it was like a movie. They just put it episodic,
Oh, okay.
but it's really good. Like it was a good fucking continuation and possibly finale or whatever.
And the Jewy elf comes back in like an episode, I heard.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. I forgot. Oh, I was gonna mention how Zootopia. A good movie, a good Disney movie, especially, is something that has more depth than what is showing.
Yeah.
So, say like, I use Encanto for example. Encanto, though it's about a family with powers and a house that's alive and whatever. It's deeper because there's this. It's really about a family dealing with like. They're getting dysfunctional, I guess, and they're dealing with all this like very like deep shit that they all need therapy for. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really good. There's depth to it. And then Zootopia kind of deals with prejudice, you know? Like it's a really good movie that deals with prejudice and you see it. Big Hero 6 is a fucking dope ass movie too.
That's another movie I could watch over and over. I fucking love Big Hero 6. I don't care. Anybody says, put on my forehead, Big Hero 6.
Oh, I don't think anybody will argue with you. I haven't heard anyone talk bad about Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 is Disney's anime. It's so fucking good. Like when I saw that movie, I was like, damn, this shit is fucking great.
I watched it at home on like, a movie channel, and I was so amazed by it that I was so mad at myself for not seeing it in theater.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yep. I say
And
the
my
same
other
thing.
great Disney movie you brought up Encanto, mine was Brave. 'Cause it's like Scottish people and that whole
Mhm.
Celtic universe, and that was like kind of like a great thing for my heritage.
Yeah, it's good when they like. I love how they like try to reach out to everything. I also
Yeah.
find it very very funny that they did the Princess and the Frog,
The frog.
and it was the last. Like I told this to my wife too. It's like this is the last like fully hand drawn animated movie they did.
Yep.
She was like, really? It was like, yeah. She didn't understand what I said. Like, of course it's animated. Everything's animated. It's like, no, this is the last hand drawn animated movie they did.
The only like cartoon show that's still hand animated is Bob's Burgers. Everything else is computer.
Even The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad.
All computer now.
What? You gotta show me proof. You
Made
guys,
it up.
I know. South Park is. That's why they make them like nothing and shit. And that you could tell. But all that other shit.
But they don't anymore. South Park, like the last few seasons are like they do like 5 or 6 episodes. They're like, yeah, we're good for the whole year. I already got paid. Who cares?
It's true. But their stuff is. I feel like over the years they do arches now. Instead of just like each single episode, they all like connect. They're just a big story in the season, which I love.
They did that for a few seasons and then they gave it up, went back to the old format.
They do big ass movie specials on Paramount.
That were not funny.
Oh, I like
not
it.
at all.
I like it.
They're entertaining to watch, but I never laughed once.
I don't know. We're gonna have a debate here. What was I gonna talk about? You throw me off. Shit.
More screenshots.
Shit. Yeah, but I was still something in this screenshot, and I forgot what it was.
Disney.
Yeah, but what about Disney? You mentioned Brave. Oh, and I mentioned Princess and the Frog, and then that movie came out, and then it was like the first African American princess. And then I'm like, all right, this is cool. The movie was good, but then you didn't hear anything about it. You didn't see much about it. Then time goes by. I go to Disney World, and it's just like her everywhere. They got someone playing as her and the prince in there, and you got this and that. They're building something. They're building a section for her, Tiana's place. So they're gonna have to have a theme. And I'm like, yes, good. Finally, you guys are like, making use of this character that you created to be more inclusive and to represent other people. Instead of fucking making Ariel black, you already had a black princess here. Like, for real, let's be honest. For real, you had a black princess that you made yourself.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's great. Great story. And you went over here and you're trying to make a black princess out of Ariel. It's like, no, that's not what they want. This is what we want.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that they're finally, doing their thing. And like you said, they had Brave, they represented you. They did Moana representing that. They did Coco to represent Mexicans. They did Encanto representing other Latinos, mostly Colombians. They're doing it,
Big Hero 6 is like Japanese influence.
Yeah. That's Japanese right there. They're doing it, baby.
I'm all
They
about
need to
it.
have a big.
And like, isn't Princess Leia technically a Disney queen now?
Yes,
Princess?
she's a Disney princess. They need to
Yep.
put her out there. Someone even joked one time. It was like, "Isn't Loki a Disney prince now?" I'm like, "Yup."
And Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, yes. Fuck yeah. All right. Next one.
Predator versus Wolverine announced by Marvel.
Okay.
I'm all about it.
I'm all about that. Let's have fun. Let's have fun.
Even though the director of Logan is like mad that they're still making Hugh Jackman Wolverines movies, I'm like, fuck you. These movies are dope. And if you look at the whole time jump thing they did in Logan, it makes sense that he would still be around nowadays.
Yeah.
Because Logan is so further in the future.
And also, shut up. It's a movie. The shit don't make sense no more. It's Deadpool. If anything doesn't make sense. Yeah, if anything doesn't make sense and is in its own thing, it's fucking Deadpool, yo. All right? So let's just let Deadpool have fun, for crying out loud. And we can do whatever we want with fucking Logan. It's a whole new universe, MCU. We can do whatever. If the MCU, Marvel Studio decided, hey, Hugh Jackman, I'm just saying. I mean, you came back for Deadpool. You wanna, come back to the MCU, and they got something good for him. You think I'm gonna bitch? Movie? Yeah, you think I'm gonna bitch and be like, no, you killed him off in Logan, and he needs to fit into that No, you know what? That universe is gone, baby. We got a new universe. Bring them all. I don't give a shit. Multiverse is
I want them
fantastic.
all back. I want the what was the guy from X-Men 2, the blue guy that could like teleport.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Nightcrawler. That's what I was gonna say, but it sounded like um stuff you use for fishing, which it is, but no, like that guy was so great. He was one of my favorite things. And then like Cable, I would love to see Cable again.
Yeah, and bring back James Marsden to be a really good Cyclops.
Yes.
They brought back, and spoiler alert, but it's already like fucking, I don't know, a year or two later or some shit like that. They brought back Patrick Stewart to play Professor Xavier in fucking the second Doctor Strange movie, and that was fantastic.
In the chair.
In the chair and everything, with the animated X-Men music playing when it came out. Motherfucker,
amazing.
if you told me this was gonna happen when I was a kid, I would not believe you, all right? And this is my argument here with this is my argument when I tell you appreciate. Remember, people wanted all this shit, and then when they gave it to them in the Doctor Strange 2 movie, they were like, oh, all you did was fan service. The fuck do you want
that's
then?
The stupidest fucking phrase I've ever heard in the English language. What do you think these movies are? They're taking fan favorite comic books that people love and adore and making them live action. Yeah, the whole fucking thing is fanfare.
service.
Fan service. Star Wars. They're adapting the extended universe, books and comic books into movies. Oh, it's fan service.
Dude, don't.
All of it is. That's what it's for. It's for the fans, you stupid fuck.
The Star Wars fans are the worst because I am fucking irritated when they're like, oh, Andor was really good. That's how they should do it. There's no fan service. And then they watch Mandalorian. It's like, this is all fan service. Like, motherfucker, Dave Filoni is bringing his cartoon characters to life. The fuck do you want? That's fucking awesome. You think I'm going to complain because I saw Cad Bane in real life?
That was like, I almost passed out. I was like,
right? He
Cad Bane.
Motherfuckers, there's a real Ahsoka. You know? There's a real life Ahsoka there. Everything now that's in Clone Wars was already canon, but now this makes it like officially. When I went to the Millennium Falcon ride, guess who was on the screen like directing you and everything? I don't know if you remember this because he was in the Clone Wars, but it was the fucking a smuggler hustler dude. His name was fuck, man. He had a little like dread tentacles here and shit, and he'll always like
I know who you're talking about.
fuck. It's like I know his name too. He was in Rebels as well.
Mhm.
Like you always thought he was on your side, but he was really just all about him. But he was a good guy though. He was really funny. Had an accent. Whatever. They had a live action version of him on the screen. I was like, oh shit, they brought him to life too. That's fucking awesome. Fan service. What I want is fan service. Really good fan service.
Yeah.
Just give me the fucking fan service. Why are you
Um,
guys complaining? Andor was cool, but I was missing that fan service kind of shit.
Do you remember when before Watchmen came out in theaters, there was an animated comic version of Watchmen that came out on DVD? And if you bought the Ultimate Edition of Watchmen, it came with it.
Yeah, it was they did the black whatever thing, the comic book shit that you read inside of the thing, no?
This was like they took the actual pictures, the cells
Oh yeah,
from
no,
the
I
comic
remember.
book.
They
and
just made it
animated
motion
it.
comic. It was motion
Yeah,
comic,
motion
right?
comic.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I seen that. I
That's
seen
like
that.
all we want. We want that, but with live action characters. Like I'm like that was what was so great about Watchmen. We're watching it in theater, and I was quoting along with it. I was like, "This is straight out of the book, dude. This is amazing."
Exactly.
And speaking of Star Wars, James Mangold says his axed Boba Fett film was more of a borderline R-rated single-planet spaghetti western.
James Mangold is the one who directed the new Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, by the way.
But I would have paid lots of money to see a Boba Fett movie.
I would have too. And I'm one of the people that enjoyed the show. My only complaint with the show was keep the fucking helmet on.
Yeah.
That was my only complaint with the show. Is like keep the fucking helmet on, man. Just stop taking
Ashy
the damn
looking
fucking helmet.
motherfucker.
Like I could understand if it was just him, just at his place and just there with homegirl, and then he could take it off and shit like that.
Yeah.
But if he's out in the public trying to be like what his title was, I forgot what it was. Keep the helmet on the whole fucking time.
Same thing with I love, like, I totally love the Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd movie. But
Oh hell yeah!
the big beef with that was like he does like one opening big scene and then he has the helmet off like until the ending.
Yeah, it's true. When I was a kid, I didn't know about this, about Dread.
Yeah.
So, you know, the movie was awesome. But now that I know about this, I still don't hate the movie because
I don't care.
it's a great movie.
The whole point of movies like that, of being just taken from the universe, they're not like, you know, like Watchmen where it's verbatim. It's like they're what if scenarios. They're like, okay, we'll take this world and these characters, and this is the what if situation. So I always see Judge Dredd as like, okay, this is the one time he did take it off, and this is why he took it off. He was becoming a teacher at the school, and then he got, you know, framed for something he didn't do, and then he got sent to prison. Like, yeah, dude, they're gonna take his helmet off.
And for me, it's the what if Judge Dredd movie where Armand Asante is the fucking star.
Fuck. That when he's like, they're in that lab and he's like, I'm the only family we've ever had. Like, I fucking lose it every time.
That motherfucker should have got an Oscar for that movie alone.
Oh my god. I watched it for him.
Fucking Armand Asante is shit.
And we already brought up X-Men. Here's another one. Actor Channing Tatum has reportedly filmed a scene as Gambit for Deadpool 3.
See, I saw this too, and again, that's cool and funny. Also, brings me back to our last discussion the last time. Stop telling us everything.
Yes. I would have loved to, because I'm totally going to go see this in theater. I don't care if I have to limp there. And Channing Tatum came out as fucking Gambit, who's one of my favorite X-Men ever. Dude, I would have cried.
That would have been a great. Oh my god! Look at that cameo. That's crazy. That's what you know. But
it would have been like the last Spider-Man movie where all the 3 Spider-Men show up in that little kitchen and like the audience erupted. It would have been like that.
See, but and in that case, we even knew like, oh, they're in this movie, but they never confirmed it. Like, no, he's not. You know, so we're like, oh, they're in it. And then when we saw it, we're like, oh shit, they're really in it. See, right here is basically telling us like, no, he's in this. Gambit's gonna be there. So now we're just like, all right, where's the part with Gambit?
Yeah.
You know,
I
wasn't
they
surprised.
never confirmed the Spider-Man thing, but there was all these rumors and blah blah blah. And I'm watching it and I'm enjoying it. I was all the way in the front, all the way in the corner. So I'm watching the whole movie like this. And so like it was hard to watch like that. It was kind of uncomfortable. And then there's the scene where they're in the kitchen and he does the magic spell with the ring, and it shows the alley, and I'm like, is that Andrew Garfield? And he starts walking. He has that Andrew Garfield walk.
He has that walk. And you're like, oh no, I know that.
He comes in and takes his mask off, and everybody in the crowd was like,
lost our damn minds.
Tobey Maguire shows up, and then it was like 3 times louder than it was for Andrew Garfield. It was fucking insane.
One of the best movies. I know, right? Like you guys didn't see it. Broly Fizz, I like how you put Gambit Mike. Now I need a fucking drawing of Gambit, like Gambit Mike. You know, Channing Tatum as Gambit doing the Gambit Mike.
All the best fucking X-Men characters and villains in the back dancing with them.
Yup.
Just abs and 6-pack.
Hell yeah. I'll wear that.
I'm all about it.
I also want a part 2 of Dread King Diabetes. Trust me, we all do.
Latest word from Hollywood scoopers is that Margot Robbie and Adam Driver have officially walked away from Fantastic Four. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But it says the next in line for the parts are Matt Smith and Vanessa Kirby.
Ooh, Matt Smith as Mr. Fantastic is not a bad idea. But you know what? I don't want to know. I just want to see it when it happens.
I want to see the trailer and then the movie.
Just trailer, bam, and it's I did hear this. I did hear to add to this. I did hear this one rumor saying that being eyed to play Johnny Storm is homeboy from Stranger Things. That was the one who did the Metallica.
Oh, Eddie Munson.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my guy.
So that actor was being eyed for Johnny.
I
I
could
saw
totally
one
see
post
him
about
as
that.
Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I feel this. I'm down with this. Let's go.
Once he takes that Eddie Munson wig off, he's very like clean cut.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I got a couple left. A fairly reliable source has claimed that the rumored Red Dead Redemption remaster remake is real.
The first one?
Yeah.
I saw. I mean, if it's Nightmare, then I'll be happy. You know, that's really all I care about. The fucking me killing zombies as a cowboy is all I care about. I followed this TikTok because it just kept popping up and it was real cool. But this guy's playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and he's just walking up to people. You know, people go like, "Hey man, you went wrong part. We're gonna blow you." And he just like just shoots their heads off and they just die horribly. And he's like real, like he comes in there and his guy is just like swinging the fucking gun. He's looking all cool. They say something, he says something back, and then he just whacks them out real good. I'm like, damn, this is dope as shit. And that alone makes me want to go back into Red Dead, just walk around and shoot people. But I'm gonna miss most of the time. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'm not that
cool
good.
Because we knew of each other online, of course, and then we were in like tiny chat or something, and you were like, "I'm gonna be on Xbox 360 if anybody wants to join."
Sorry about that. I was replying back to the chat. Keep going.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down," and we exchanged gamer tags, and I showed up, and we played the online Red Dead Redemption, and we were waiting for like some other people, and we just started talking, and nobody ever showed up, and then it was like 3 a.m, and so I think it's cool that that's gonna remake.
It just, I was so, like, that game was so fun. And then
Yeah.
the Undead Nightmare was so fun. And then Red Dead Redemption 2 came out and it was like so fun. I fucked up Redemption right there.
I
when
love
said it.
too.
And then the online was out and I was like, all right, let's go. And then it was fun, but then it just was missing. Like, I'm mad at them for focusing so much energy on GTA 5 online and not
Yes.
Red Dead Redemption 2 online.
And GTA 5 is like the biggest hacked game I've ever seen in my life. Like there's wind propellers in the middle of the street, and you go down the elevator and you blow up and you can't restart, and like it's so hacked and they won't fix any of it.
I wanted them to put I saw that they had this whole team up and you could have at least 7 people and I was like, that's fucking awesome. You guys could have done a Magnificent 7 kind of shit. It's you and 6 other people and you have to fucking protect the town or something, you know? Or fucking go rob a bank together, rob a train. I'm pretty sure something like that was there, but it's just the things they had was like, here, build up your bounty, or here, get be real good at hunting animals, or here, go fucking dig for gold. I'm like, no. I want to roll up with my boys like the Regulators or some shit and just blast motherfuckers. Just give us endless crazy ass bounties or something.
I used to play that on the original online with my old friend Juan, and we were playing it one night, and he raged. This guy, we were in like the open server or whatever, and this guy just ran by on a horse and killed him. And I heard Juan throw his controller across the room. His headset flew with it, and he's cussing and screaming, "Motherfucker, goddamn it!" And I had a sniper rifle, so I pull out my sniper rifle, and the guy was already pretty far. And I'm like, I'm not going to hit him, but I'm going to try. And I just kind of tracked him, and then I went like a couple millimeters predicting where he was going to be and shot. And I was like, damn, I missed. And like,
I thought it was going to end really badass, like, got him.
Nothing happened. And then like a second or two later, it was like, ding, 200-yard shot, headshot, and even
Oh, you did get him.
the guy I shot, you could still hear him on mic. He goes, "Oh my god, good shot."
Those were his last words. Ugh. Oh my god, good shot.
Yeah, because then when they arrived like so far away, then you can't hear their mic anymore or whatever. But dude, that was hilarious. And then I was like, I had to go tell Juan, like, the guy that made you rage quit, I got like a 200-yard fucking headshot.
That's dope. But that also reminded me that you had to be careful. It's like GTA 5, but you had to be careful because motherfuckers were like assholes. And they'll shoot you up. I got dragged one time. I think that happened. Yeah, I got my clothes. I go outside, and whoever I was playing with, either you, LP, Scooby, I don't know who the fuck the group I was playing with, Gina, I don't know who the group I was playing with. I get outside, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, and I'm getting dragged. And I'm like, guys, help me, help me. They're like, what? It's like, I'm getting dragged, help me, help me. And I'm just getting dragged around the town, and they're coming out trying to look for the guy, and I'm just getting dragged until I die.
I think that was us, like me. It was me, you, Gina, and Eddie.
Fucking asshole, man. Came out of nowhere, just dragged my ass.
We were when it first came out, and it was December, like near Christmas, and they came out with the all online with snow covered, and you could like run around.
Yeah,
snow
that
and
was
stuff.
cool.
We had a ball with that, and then we were playing one day, and was it Gina that got like a $2 billion bounty?
Oh, in GTA, right? Yeah.
And
No, no,
like,
no. It was
it Eddie?
Scooby.
Yeah, it was Scooby.
It
So
was
then he goes and
Scooby.
he hides in his apartment, and we're like, come on outside, come on, just let it happen. And
No,
he
but
finally did, and then Gina shot him. She got the bounty, and then I don't know if they still have it, but then you could split the bounty with all of us, and so we were multi-millionaires and could buy anything we fucking wanted before they started like locking shit down. It was just amazing.
it was funny. What's really funny is that LP, my friend LP, was also playing with us, and he had to get off. He was like, "I'm sorry, guys, I gotta go." He had to get off because his ex, like, was bugging him. So he had to get out, and
he missed it.
That's right after he got out. That's when the bounty hit Scooby. And I'm like, oh shit! And then Scooby was like, he was in his crib, but he was being hard to get. He was like, nah, you guys gotta get me. And we're surrounding his whole crib. But yeah, after that, man, LP felt really pissed because he was like, I could have been a fucking multi. Next time he played with us, we were all riding the baddest cars and got the dopest whip.
We had
flying
the most expensive like housing you could buy. These like huge giant condos with a 10-car garage. We filled the garage up. All of my cars were like the most expensive in matte black. So everything in my garage was matte black. And then we would go look at everybody's condos and garages, and then Scooby would walk around your condo, your garage, eating candy bars and dropping wrappers.
Throwing it on the floor, drinking and throwing the beer on the floor. I'm like, fucking asshole, it's my crib. And then LP would show up, he's with us, and we're all driving these dope ass whips, and he got a little Pinto. He was so mad. He was so mad, man. If he was there for like another 10, 20 minutes, he would have been set.
I wish we would have recorded that night somehow, because it was just so memorable.
No, man. Where you at? Like, all right, cool. Yeah, guys. It was great times.
Snoop Dogg inspired Jack in the Box restaurant opens in California for a limited time. It's called Dog in the Box.
That's what's up. I was about to ask. Better be something good.
And it's purple.
That's what's up.
The Wonder Woman star is set to play the iconic Disney villain. Gal Gadot teases delicious portrayal of Evil Queen from Snow White.
Really?
Yeah, I'm all about this.
She's having a renaissance, a Godanaissance.
Yes.
She's just
She's
showing up
amazing. Like
everywhere.
I've loved her ever since Fast and the Furious,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently she's gonna come back in one of those too.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, she's back. That's it.
There you
That's
go.
spoiler. I don't. Nothing spoiler. I think that spoiled for me before I saw the movie. She's
Yeah,
the
me too.
last thing you see at the end of that movie. So yeah, she'll be back.
She's so hot.
I don't know
Um,
how she came back, but you know what? It's fast. It doesn't
who
make
cares?
it. It's Dragon Ball. Like I said, it's Dragon Ball. The people just come back. They probably get all the fucking 7 mystical cars and wish them back or something. I don't know.
Then who's Mr. Popo?
Yo, I don't even want to.
Kami.
Oh, Mr. Dominic Toretto, sir. I don't know. You gotta bring back whatever her name was. I forgot. This guy said Spin Dog. I was thinking Tyrese too. I didn't want to say it. Tyrese is the darkest motherfucker in that group.
1201 Midnight Black.
Oh,
I can't stop laughing.
it'll be fucked up if like Fast 11, you find out that Tyrese's character's middle name was Popo this whole time.
He has that turban on his head.
Yeah,
It's
Roman Popo, whatever the fuck his last name is.
We're going to hell, hell, hell. The Punisher video game gets a gorgeous new gen remaster. I'm all
Get
about
the
that
fuck
too.
out of here. You know I have
Yeah.
that game, never played it. Yep,
Dude.
it's just there for the Xbox. I have it and never played it.
We gotta get this one.
If
You
it's
better have
that would be
some
great.
online or something.
If I could play it on my new system, that'd be great. Other than that, I mean, I just gotta get my Xbox. I still have it, but you know.
Mine is upstairs. I got all my stuff out of storage for me. And it's filled up my dining room.
That's good shit. Mine's is still over there in my mom's, so it's in my room. That's being inhabited by my nephew.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. So he gets to enjoy that. I recently replugged my PS2, but I only got like one controller that kind of works, and the other one doesn't work. So I need to try to invest on like finding some PS2 controllers so I can play my
You know,
PS2 games.
you know what I found out the other day when we were playing Redfall, yeah. There
What?
was an update for my controller, and you can assign your gamer tag to your controller. So you can just show up at someone's house, sync your controller, and you're like signed in. Like that's pretty awesome.
That is pretty dope. You haven't got a new dashboard? I don't know if it happens for you.
I haven't got one yet.
I only got a new dashboard, but on this one and not on the other one. I don't know why. It's selective now, I guess. Some shit. I don't know. Anyways,
Last one.
here we
I
go.
was trying to find that clip of John B from Pee-wee's Playhouse when he was on Broadway,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "This is the last wish," and then he has the Last Wish song.
Oh, okay.
I want that, but for the last screenshot.
All right, make a note of that. Forget it.
Squid Game creator gets no royalties or IP ownership despite series earning $900 million for Netflix.
That is right. I heard about this too.
That's fucked up.
This is a big cause of why there's people out there protesting right now. The writer's strike and the actors are joining in on this. That I didn't know either, and that's messed up because that was their biggest thing, brought them the most viewers and subscribers, and then they're purposely getting like especially now they're getting as much shit they can from Korea to fill up their inventory because of the writer's strike here. And Korea has a lot of great stuff. There's a Korean show that I'm willing to check out right now, that is just like great martial arts and whatnot that I keep seeing. And we just find out that the guy who had the biggest fucking show, not just from Korea, but in the world, yeah, like he didn't get anything out of it. Fuck out of here.
And there's a sequel coming.
Yeah, like no, I understand this, and he should be striking too. And Korea shouldn't just like be giving Netflix anything just for the hell of it.
I can say this as a writer. You know, I've never written something like a movie or something like that, but like it's really shitty the way that Hollywood treats writers. Like you look at the opening credits to something and it's like this actor and this costume designer and this director, and then it's like in small print, the writer. And it's like a split second you miss it.
Written
Like,
by.
well, who wrote it? Like that this movie would not exist without the fucking writer. They created the world, the characters, the scenario, the story, everything, and they get the least fucking credits.
Yeah, unless you become like a big writing name, you know, like if
Yeah.
it's like a huge fucking writer, then it's like okay, written, directed, and whatever should have written, produced, whatever. But yeah, it
What
should
was
be
the
like a
guy?
play, right? It should be like a play. Like everybody comes out and it's like yeah, and then you
Yeah.
have the people who created it at the very end. Hey, yeah, this is all me.
What was the guy that wrote the Dark Knight movies? He also
uh,
wrote Man of Steel. Goyer or something?
David Goyer.
Yeah. That guy, like, if his name's attached to something, you're going to watch it. You know, like, there's writers like that. You're like, yeah, dude, but, like, you look at all these other movies, for the majority of them, they get no fucking respect.
Yeah, or I mean, a big majority is like they write it, they sell it, and then
Yeah.
it's being made, but it's being rewritten, or they hire someone else to come and redo your script. So, you know,
That
that kind
reminds
of
me of
sucks.
Mitch Hedberg. He's like, I wrote a script and I gave it to a guy that reads script. He said he really liked the script, but he said I should rewrite it. I said, fuck that. I'll just make a copy.
And this is why motherfuckers like Tommy Wiseau goes and then he decides to make his own movie with his own script that should have been rewritten. Someone should have told his ass, no, this is horrible. Let's make this make sense. Why are we fucking throwing footballs on the roof all of a sudden?
In tuxedos.
In tuxedo, why is this guy's a kid? He looks like a 28-year-old. Why does he want to have a this kid seem like he wants to have a threesome here? What's going on? It just the whole thing just look, man, it goes back to the room and you could put me down as like the guy who hates it. And that's good. You know, if I make a career out of hating this fucking thing, like send me to the screenings of the room. I'll get on the mic and I'll blast the shit out of it. I'll probably get killed by everybody, but I'm taking a couple of them with me.
You know that saying
My Tech 9.
that Batman says to Superman in the one of the Justice League movies, and Superman's like, "Why don't we just move Earth out of the way of the asteroid or whatever?" And Batman goes, "If I had a week and no sleep, I still couldn't explain that to you." That's how I feel about Spider-Man 3. I'm like, I don't have enough time to tell you all the things that are wrong about that movie.
But we have all the time to tell you what's right with the Machine Room podcast. And that time, though, is up. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm Nostradamus. That's Hammer of Venus. We just gave you a shit ton of fucking news and rants and raves and all that good stuff. Follow her on Threads, and maybe you'll follow me eventually as well.
And the Machine Room.
And the Machine Room.
And what I heard from last night is Gorilla Joe is on Threads too now.
I heard that too. I just found him on Instagram.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's alive.
Crazy.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, I was gonna mention this. Harambe. There was something in Disney. I think it was the fucking Jungle Cruise. Was it the Jungle Cruise? And it said something like Harambe something, whatever. And then my wife is like, isn't that the gorilla that killed him? I'm like, yes, it is. It's pretty fucked up. I don't know if they made this before or after, or if the gorilla was named after some place called Harambe, but what's going on here, Disney?
Have you seen the TikTok? It's of like Biden and Trump and Bush W and Bill Clinton all talking while playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I've seen series
It's
like that.
fucking hilarious. But they did one and they mispronounced Harambe and like that whole. Find it on TikTok. It's too fucking funny.
Find it on TikTok. Also find us on TikTok. I'm Nostradamus. She's Hammer Venus. And this is the machine room. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here. I should get that Waynesboro. Like, actually, I do have that Waynesboro as a fucking
Play it.
here. No, I do. Where is it? Somewhere here. Said, no,
And then
no,
play Christopher Walken.
No, wait. It should be here. It should be here. No, not here. It's not here. I don't think it's here. I think I bullshitted. I think I bullshitted you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for whoever's still here listening to me. I'm sorry. No, wait. I do got it. It's right here. Yeah. I didn't bullshit. Ha ha.
You're out wrong!